Yeah, a lot of Bitcoiners see Satoshi as this messianic figure that did the most altruistic thing anyone can ever do, which is leave when he could have been like the richest man in the world. Instead, he chose to just do the altruistic thing and disappear. And I dislike this view because it sounds to me like you're trying to reinvent the wheel in this case being a Christianity. Because in my view, we do not know what happened to Satoshi. Maybe not even Satoshi knows what happened because he might have been hit by a bus, just, the day after dropping that email. So we cannot know. If we don't know, we should accept that we don't know. And I think that this is the thing I think people have such a hard time doing, accepting that they do not know something. And I think this is like my pet theory here is that the core of all of humanity's problems stem from our wish for there to be a free lunch. We want there to be a free lunch so badly so that we cling on to any theory that promises us some type of free lunch. And I would categorize Satoshi as the second coming of Christ as one of those free lunch theories. Thoughts?
I think it's a really interesting point. Yeah, there is some kind of reference to Satoshi, and that is true. And human beings do not like the idea of not knowing something. We don't like the idea of not having certainty about something because that makes us feel safe, right? So that's why we want to feel like we know what happens when you die. And I totally agree. Now, it is interesting because Satoshi does have almost many godlike qualities, right? He has, I don't know if godlike is the right way to put it, but he has virtuous qualities, right? I mean, how much Bitcoin does Satoshi have approximately? About 1 million coins, give or take. I mean, that's what we estimate to be in the wallets that he owned, and they haven't been spent one time. I mean, I don't know how much, a million Bitcoin.
He might be dead. He might be an asshole and just
sure.
dead.
He might be an asshole and he may have gotten hit by a bus. That's true. Or maybe he's tread right. No, I'm just kidding. There's no way he's tread right.
A good one.
But if he's alive, let's just say he's alive, right? What a major virtuous sacrifice to not spend 1 Bitcoin, to not any of this wealth into fruition, not to use any of it, right? For the betterment of all Bitcoiners. That is a virtuous thing to do.
Well, if you believe that, you're assuming his motives. He might just be scared. If I start spending these, they will hunt me down and kill me. So that might be his reason. His entire reason. True. It might not be this altruistic thing.
It might not be. But the creation of Bitcoin is, I would just say, as almost like a mythological archetypal figure. But he does have.
Yes, but this is sort of at the core of my question, because is this view of Bitcoin's immaculate conception? Because I love the story too. I think it's a beautiful story, and it's kind of nice that Bitcoin has this mythology surrounding it. But in the long run, is that a beneficial thing to Bitcoin and Bitcoiners, or is it just a red herring that might be dangerous in the same way that, the myth of Jesus or anything else?
How would it be dangerous?
Because when there's a cult around a personality or a cult around a figure of authority in any way, shape, or form, they tend to put too much value to that person's words. So Satoshi, whatever Satoshi wrote in his emails or in the white paper or whatever, might be regarded as the word of the Messiah. So we can't do anything here. And that might, stop us from fixing a critical bug or something. Just from a philosophical perspective, is it a good thing that Bitcoin has this mythological aspect or aura around it or not?